Hello and welcome to the video. Today we will be talking about 6 things someone with fine hair should never do. Okay, before we begin, I think it would be a good idea to define what fine hair is so that we are on the same page. Broadly speaking, hair thickness is categorized into 3: fine, normal, and coarse. These categories refer to thickness of individual strands of hair. This is not to be confused with someone having a thin or thick volume of hair overall. Volume of hair differs between people mostly due to genetically having fewer or more hair follicles on your head than the average. So in this video, the term fine refers to the width of individual strands. There are a few challenges that fine-haired people face during their hair grooming process that those with thicker hair just wouldn't understand. Hair strength comes from its intrinsic structure, and with coarse strands, the strength is clearly there to be seen. This means that those with coarse hair and a half-decent hair regimen will have more success holding on to length than those with finer strands. Essentially, by its very structure, fine hair is weaker than normal or coarse hair. As you become more knowledgeable about your own hair and its needs, you will realize that if you have super fine hair, you just can't get away with the same things as those with coarser textures are able to get away with without suffering damaging consequences to your mane. So if you have fine hair, here are 6 things you should definitely avoid. Number 1, relaxers. Sorry, but your hair will probably be much healthier and longer without relaxers if you have super fine hair. Some fine-haired ladies have managed to grow their hair long while relaxed, but you better believe that it takes a Herculean effort to achieve this when you are relaxed. This effort and time is not something that many are willing to put in. You may be able to have gorgeous relaxed hair, but you may also watch the bulk of it disappear as the years go by as you lose strands to breakage. Relaxers are designed to remove the kink from the strand by breaking bonds that cause them to curl. When you have fine hair, overprocessing is a very real risk every time you use a relaxer, particularly if care is not taken to avoid overlapping with previously relaxed hair. This is what makes breakage almost a guarantee if you have super fine hair and also relax your hair. Now, if length is not your priority and you just want to be able to rock straight hair, then have at it. But it's important to know the downsides too. Number 2, heavy products. Weight is a big deal for fine hair. When it's weighed down, not only does it look really limp, but you can also break your hair with heavy product use. Focus on products that do the most amount of work for your hair without the weight. You need a great conditioner that can do double duty as a leave-in conditioner, a light oil, and a light protein treatment. Fine hair can also be porous, so to keep moisture in, you may have to use protein to strengthen the strands, allowing it to hold on to moisture better. Yes, girl, your protein moisture balance game has to be nothing less than perfect. If you're enjoying this video, then please give us a like, and a sub to the channel would be amazing too. Now, back to the video. Number 3, overstretched hair. Stretching is necessary because, as we all know, shrinkage can cause some serious tangles, which is detrimental for those with fine hair. An advantage to having fine hair, however, is that it stretches easily, so you will find that you do not have to use heat or excessive manipulation to get your hair to stretch out. By avoiding heat or excessively pulling your hair to stretch it, it leaves more elasticity in your hair, which allows it to keep a little bit of its physical strength. Stronger hair will make it easier to retain length in the long term. Number 4, tangles. Fine hair tangles are beyond disrespectful, and you will find that you are forced to use scissors to resolve those little situations time and time again. If you are a fine-haired sister, your job is to avoid tangles as much as you can. Style your hair in a manner that doesn't encourage love triangles all over your scalp. That means that shrunken afros are not ideal. You will be better off keeping your hair relatively stretched most of the time. It might seem a bit contradictory since I just mentioned that overstretching your hair is a bad idea, but you can still successfully stretch your hair with braids or twists without putting too much stress on your strands. Caring for your hair in sections, finger detangling, and styling sensibly are all great ways to avoid tangles. Number 5, overly separated curly styles. So this is self-explanatory because, as you know, there is strength in numbers. We love the look of fluffy twist outs or wash and goes, but these styles are not for everyone, particularly if length retention is a goal of yours. Well, clumped defined curly styles might make your hair look like it has very little volume, which isn't ideal when you may already be dealing with low volume hair too, but it's necessary. You can still learn to style and work with your hair by separating your clumped curls just enough to avoid the appearance of gappiness. without over separating. Number 6, never avoid trims. Listen up, trims are a lifesaver for fine hair because the ends of your fine hair tend to be even thinner than the upper regions of the strand. It means they tangle even more easily than those with coarser, more resilient strands. Trimming your hair regularly doesn't in itself grow your hair longer, but what it does is prevent your hair from breaking due to tangles while you style your hair every wash day. Trims allow your ends to stay sharp and tangle free so that your hair can thrive as it grows. That's it. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment letting us know if you have fine hair too. How are you coping? Otherwise, all the best in your hair journey.